Do you think we would have been friends if we were the same age? No.
It's Giving Sisterhood.
My name is Erica. Some of you may know me as Delane.
Hi, I'm Kathy.
And this is It's Giving Sisterhood, where we'll talk about real life, growing up together, and things that only sisters understand. My first question is, do you think we would have been friends if we were the same age?
No,
Why?
because I don't like a lot of attention. I like to fly on the radar. I like to be quiet. I like to not move around that much. And you was kind of like all over the place. You was willy nilly. You was loud. You was obnoxious. Like you was doing all that, and you had your extra stuff you had to do to make yourself feel like regulated. Like,
Right.
but I didn't understand it.
Like,
So like you would have just drawn attention to me in a way I wouldn't have been able to.
I
Yeah.
feel that.
My question for you is, what's something you learned about yourself this year that surprised you?
I got this like coping mechanism where I am agreeing with people even though I don't really agree with what they're saying. And I'm just like, yeah, okay. Like I get it. And I'm doing that even though like I don't agree with what they say. But I'm doing it to like avoid conflict. And I don't know how to get out of that because I used to say stuff when I didn't agree with it. Like that's just how I was like growing up. I was, I would speak out about stuff, but now I'm struggling with saying like, you know, put my opinion in. And that's why now people have to ask me, like I wait for people to ask me like, what's your opinion on something now? And I don't know if that's a problem. I guess if you do too much of something, if you do too much of like anything, basically, it can become a problem for real. So that's something that I learned that I do and something that I'm trying to work on and, just basically show that I can be my own person. And, yeah.
Why do you think you do that?
Um, basically, like I was saying, just a coping mechanism because, like, I don't, I feel like everybody's feelings are valid, but also there are some, you know, that's wrong and right. But at the same time, I'm just like not trying to be like, um, I don't know. I feel like give an opinion, put my 2 cents in, and people not even appreciate it. And so I'm avoiding doing that because if I do put my 2 cents in, then I may feel like I might feel bad about myself if they didn't agree with what I said. So I'm just avoiding it altogether. So it's just something that I'm working on.
Okay.
Question 2. What version of yourself are you becoming this year? Or what version did you become this year? And what would little you think?
Say this year I've been, and I feel like I started last year, but I feel like I've been working on being what I want to be. You
Mm,
know? Does that make sense? Like
yeah.
doing things that I might have thought, well, that's stupid,
Mm-hmm.
And like I used to write growing up,
Mm-hmm.
and I started back writing a couple years ago, but I really got into it this year. Took a
Mm-hmm.
creative writing class the end of last year,
Yeah.
and just really like feeling like I can say that I can take up space and I can be like, I'm a writer, you know?
Right.
And not feel like, oh, that's stupid,
Mm-hmm.
Because at what point did we decide, hey, like that's lame is
Mm,
lame to write, like you're writing poems, like why
right.
are you doing that? Like why are you writing stories? No one's ever gonna read them.
Right. Like you
No,
do.
I have fun writing stories,
Right.
And I feel like I think little me would be happy to see, oh, okay,
Mm-hmm.
I can still do that.
That's amazing because basically like it feels like a validation type of thing. Like if you're not being validated by the things that you're doing for the things that you're doing, it kind of make it feel like it's pointless. But like you said, you're doing it for yourself because you enjoy it, not because it's cool if you put it out there. Like I know you published your book, and like it's cool you put it out there. But if somebody else enjoys it, that's a plus. But it was for your own enjoyment, for your own personal development, right?
Right.
So I get that a lot. That's awesome.
Another question is, what's What's one thing you think I misunderstood about you growing up?
I think one. Well, okay. So you said one thing. Okay, so I think one thing, one thing you misunderstood about me might have been like, so I wasn't diagnosed with autism until I was 16. So everybody felt like I was annoying and that I was being attention seeking, which goes back to the initial question when I asked about us being friends. That you said that, and it wasn't me. It was annoying, the things that I had to do, like also like the OCD, like if somebody brushed past me, like I gotta figure out who did it, and then I do my little ritual, my number rituals, and it was just all of it was annoying, but it was something that I was suffering from, and people didn't get that, and it was a struggle for me because like I knew I was annoying, and I didn't know why I was annoying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's one thing that I wish not even just you understood about me, but like everybody, because it was affecting everybody. Like, why is she acting like that? Why does she want to rewind the TV over and over again to hear it, to keep hearing the same thing? Like,
My kids do that.
and that's the crazy part, that that you have children and they've been diagnosed with autism. Well, the oldest two, and it's kind of crazy. It's like now we're able to understand each other in that way.
I know, like it's not really off topic,
Mhm.
but it's like when you was like talking, it reminded me of something you used to do,
Mhm.
and like you would check the door to make sure it was locked,
Mhm.
and it was so crazy to me. One day I was sitting outside with boyfriend at the time,
Mhm.
and you kept.
Oh God. I bet it seemed like I was being like, it seemed like I was being nosy or something.
You were just trying to be seen. I don't know. Like,
But it was literally my OCD wanting to like shut the door a certain number of times.
or shut it an even number or something.
Oh damn! Oh my God, that is embarrassing.
So embarrassing.
Well, I'm glad we know now. For growing up, if you were able to switch from being the oldest sister to the youngest sister, would you switch those roles, and why or why not?
No.
Why wouldn't you?
I don't know. I guess I feel like I'm naturally a nurturer. I don't. I just feel like that. I feel like I like to take care of people. I like to feed people and stuff like that.
Right.
And I see that in my youngest. She's naturally a mom. Like she's a mom, and she's like always trying to take care of her older sisters,
Right.
but they don't want that,
Right.
And it's like it's so hard for her, and it causes her so much anxiety that she can't take care of them.
Right.
She can't do them the way that she wants to, and it's because she's little.
She's little, right? Yeah.
And I just feel like I wouldn't have been able to like express myself in the way that I show up in the world.
So basically, like the way I'm understanding, you can see that frustration in her that she can't do that because she's not older than the other kids.
Yes.
But you were able to do that.
Yes.
And that, you wouldn't want nobody like to take that away. Like that's a part of you that you actually enjoy.
I have to do it.
Got it. That's cool. I get that.
What's a mistake you made in love that taught you the most?
I think the mistake that I made was chasing after people that didn't want to actually be with me. Just because like they showed you like a little bit of attention, or they stayed around for a long time until they found something better and moved on to something better, and me still trying to like make things work when there was nothing to make work. It was over, and I couldn't accept that. And I think that goes back just like to like childhood for me, because like we were talking about earlier, like I can't accept no for an answer most of the time, right?
Right.
So like development. It goes into like relationships and all any type of relationship that you have. And so I feel like me as a child not being able to take no as no.
Yeah.
I'm not taking no as an answer. Like I don't want to sound like I'm some weirdo though. Like, but I'm just saying like I'm still trying to push it. Like we can make this work. Like let's let me keep chasing this person, and they'll eventually turn around. And that's not how you're supposed to do stuff, because like you gotta let things go.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm learning how to do.
Mm-hmm.
Also, like for a dual question, I wanted to ask you what's something you think I misunderstood about you.
You thought I was mean.
Damn, that's exactly what it was in my head.
I thought I was mean, and it really wasn't. I wasn't coming from a place of mean or malicious or anger.
Right.
You gotta think like, okay, you had your things going on that were not diagnosed, but I also had my things going on that were not diagnosed, like my anxiety, my depression, bipolar,
right,
but also the situation,
right,
and think about it that way. And I wasn't being mean. I was being a parent, and so I couldn't really just be your sister friend. I was parenting as well.
Right.
And so in my head, I was taking my job serious.
Right.
But also I was needing space from you people.
Right.
Like I'm taking care of you people.
Right. Like
away from you. Like,
and I'm like expecting something out of you that you can't give at the time, because I mean you're doing things that you shouldn't have to do.
Yeah.
That no child should have to do.
Right.
And I get that now. Like if I've known what I know now, like I would understand. Like like Kathy's not mean. She's just dealing with a lot of stuff that shouldn't even be on her plate.
Right. What version of yourself are you becoming?
I think that I am becoming, okay, so I just turned 26 now. I've been an adult for some time. But I feel like that I'm really learning how to be adult right now. I'm becoming like, I feel like I'm preparing for like 30s and just like, I don't know, actual real life stuff.
Right.
Like, buying a house, like, I feel like that's helped me mature in understanding like what are needs and what are wants.
Right.
And that's not something that that is something that I struggle with, but it's more of like balancing. Like before, like with financial situations, like I would be okay if I had a bowl, a spoon, and one pot.
Yeah.
And I'd be comfortable with that.
Right.
But now I'm realizing that, Erica, you need more. You need more of certain things. You can't just hold on to money like that. You have to take care of yourself.
Right.
But yeah, so that's just some awareness that I'm getting.
Getting a little flour and cornmeal in the pantry.
No flour, cornmeal, nothing. Yeah, like I'm fine with just sitting here. Like I'm surprised
like, you gotta make them from scratch.
Yeah, it's like I remember Daddy came over to the apartment that I had, and he was trying to cook something, and I didn't have any pans or anything. He got mad at me. I mean, it wasn't because I was struggling financially; it's because I just was like, I'm scared of losing.
Yes.
Yeah. But it's the most rebellious thing that you did during like childhood, or?
I don't think I've done anything rebellious. I don't know. Like rebellious?
Well,
what is the most rebellious thing you think I've done? You looking like...
I don't know. Like, I remember, I remember that time you and Angel were stealing panties out of the store. And the time that you jumped off the roof of that apartment.
Look, now, stealing panties out the stove. It was maybe 2 pairs. And it was at a Bill's dollar store first.
I'm dead.
We not finna incriminate me. Allegedly.
Oh, it's all allegedly.
Miss Pecklin.
Just doing something just to be doing it.
No, that was probably like the only things I did that I was like really like, ha.
Like I did
it. Take this.
I'm dead.
What's one thing you're healing from that people don't notice?
So when I started taking antidepressants, I was 16, right? And I feel like I was a different person. Like before I took that first pill, I feel like I was a different person before that. And so, like, if I ever come a time where like I skip my medication, I kind of revert or go back to that 16-year-old girl, and I struggle with that. So I start like getting depressed, and anxiety gets like real bad. I'm not as nice to people because I really used to be like I did used to be an asshole, like just to be an asshole, and I really struggled with like talking to people kindly and just like I don't know. And I think I'm healing from I don't know, just myself. Healing from myself, doing things to what's it called? Be like self-destructive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm healing from. It was kind of a hard question for me.
What's something you admire about me but never told me?
Something I admire about you is that like you're very hardworking, like especially like physically, like doing like yard work and things like that. I could never even do. I mean, it's something I could do, but I don't have the motivation to do it. And I just feel like you're strong in that way. I feel like you're strong, especially raising your kids with them being diagnosed with autism and like the challenges that come with that. And you do a lot by yourself already, especially just you being there most of the time with them and being isolated from people. You're just able to take on a lot, and I love that about you. I wish that you would reach out and let other people know when you're struggling, but I really love that about you, that you are able to take care of yourself and, just handle it all. Kind of like Superwoman.
I just hate when people say that. I shouldn't have to be Superwoman. I don't want to be Superwoman.
Oh, man.
I did not want to be Superwoman when I grew up.
Well, that's what's going on.